Good morning. It's time now for the Community Profile on this Monday, the second day of June 2014. Milton Baker, joined by co-host Sandy Alexander, our co-host and executive producer of the show today. She's over there weaving a Afghan with her headphone wire. You look like you were weaving, like you were doing something, some creative over there.
Headsets get all undone here, and I have to fiddle with it.
You were fiddling.
As my granny used to say, fiddle with it.
That's right. Well, good morning, Sandy. How are you?
Good morning. I'm good. How are you?
Well, just don't get too close. I don't want to give you the
Well, last night I talked to you, and you were froggy. Now you're froggier.
I'm froggier this morning when I woke
Is that
up.
a real word?
I was telling our guest in just a minute we'll introduce. I was telling our guest a moment ago that, when you get up, you live by yourself, you get up, you don't normally talk to anybody, unless you talk to yourself. And I hadn't got that bad yet, but when I got to the store to get me a diet right, she said, "How are you?" And I said, "Well, I'm all right." I said, "No, I'm not." But anyway.
You remember what you said to me when I walked in.
What was that? Don't get too close?
Well, that, and my allergies go nuts, and so tears are just rolling down my face.
You were crying.
He said, "What's the matter?" He thought I was crying.
You look like
but I was not crying.
Your eyes out about something. Please introduce our guest today.
I'll be glad to. We're proud to have Rick Walker with us today from Little Blue Choo. And I'm anxious to hear about that. That's a new one for me.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Where have you been all your life?
Under a rock, I guess.
That's it. I guess you have.
But
in that land of mushrooms,
from what
right?
I've read that Milton gave me here, you have a lot of fun.
I do. I'm like a kid, and I get to live my childhood every day.
Well, that's all right. That's okay.
Tell folks what the Little Blue Chew is, Rick.
Basically, as you know, one of our businesses is Exhilaration Station, family entertainment center here in town. And we opened that back in '96. And I always had this idea. That's the reason I called it Exhilaration Station. I'd always had this idea of building a train for it. And so, lo and behold, about the year 2000, we got one finished. And it was going to go down there. And basically what it is, it's a trackless train. And most of the people around here know us. We're at all the local fairs, festivals, do birthday parties, school events, church events, all that sort of thing. And anyway, we built it for there. And the very first weekend, we took it to Myrtle Beach just to try it out. A friend of mine with the chamber down there at North Myrtle Beach wanted us to bring it down there for his festival, for her festival, just to see what it would do. So we did that, and it took off and never wound up at the park. It's been on the road ever since, and now actually we're running 3 of them. We have 3, and I have 2 other drivers to help me out.
I was going to ask you, how do you be in all those 3 places at one time, but you have other engineers too?
I do. I have 2 local fellows, real nice guys, and most people know them. It's Tony Robinson, retired detective with Gaston County Police, and his brother Mike Robinson, a retired truck driver. And they help me out.
So you stay pretty booked up now. You're probably booked up for, I would speculate, the entire summer.
We still have some openings with 3 trains running, but I mean, there's not a weekend we're not going to be somewhere doing something. Yeah. That's like December. We had 45 events booked in December alone last year, and hope to top that this year.
And you do not only festivals, but you do private parties and things like that.
Absolutely, we've done everything from 50th birthday parties to 1-year-old birthday parties to we do a lot of church events and like at Christmas we do have a tremendous amount of schools that we go and do train rides for. They like to do the Polar Express rides that we do for them.
Okay. Now when you come with the train, you're the engineer. You dress in the full engineer outfit.
Absolutely. We have the bib overhauls, the bright red shirt, bandanas, engineer hats, the whole works.
Yeah.
Sure do.
Well, I'm sure children really enjoy that, and probably some adults too.
Most of the adults, and at most events we go to, you'll find we have as many adults riding as we do children.
Yeah.
Everybody
Our trains are actually built. We build them large enough that adults can ride comfortably, unlike most smaller trains.
Yeah, And how many people can the Little Blue Chew accommodate at one time?
Up to 27 and up to 27.
Yeah.
That's if we got 3 per seat. But I don't force anybody to sit with anybody that didn't come with. So a
Yeah.
lot of times you're going to still have 2 on a seat, but it
Yeah.
will hold 3 per seat with 9 bench seats in it.
Now, when you do a party, the party folks pay for the train, and the folks ride for free, I guess you'd say.
Exactly.
But when you do a festival, there's a little charge. I guess, to go
Absolutely. Yes,
around.
we charge per person.
Yeah.
Normally it's
But
$3 per person.
And you take them on a pretty good little ride.
I
I'm sure.
do.
Now, what type of conditions do you need for the Little Blue Chew to function? It's trackless, but do you need? Can you work in the grass, gravel? Does it have to be a paved area? What do you need?
Basically, we try to stay on paved. Everybody say, "Oh, my yard's smooth." Well, yeah, they think it is. They out there and try to run that train. Plus, they don't realize all those cars behind it running right. It makes ruts in your yard, tears it up.
Yeah.
Plus, the engine stirs up a lot of dust off the ground, like little grass clippings and stuff. And that way, people get it in their eyes, and people with allergies like you. Yeah, they look back there and they start to cry. So we don't. We like to operate mainly on pavement, and like in North Carolina and South Carolina, we're legal for all streets as long as it's not a major highway. Anything in neighborhoods, and so when we come to do a birthday party, people plan on. We go through all through every street on their neighborhood. I mean, everybody in the neighborhood is gonna know they had a train for their party, and you'll see them all coming out and waving, because when we start blowing that horn and ringing that bell, then they come out from all directions.
Rick, how do you base, payment? I mean,
All
how
right,
much
payment
you
is
charge?
all right. If we'd like a birthday, it's $225 for the first hour. If they do more than an hour, it's $175 an hour thereafter, or they can add a half hour on there for $100.
Okay.
But most people on a birthday party just do a 2-hour party. So basically, they have me in for 1 hour, and plus there's a travel fee. I mean, we hate to charge that, but at 8 miles to the gallon pulling that rig, it gets expensive.
Yeah.
So just wherever you're located. Down in the Cherryville area, we charge no fee. Like Gastonia's like 35, Charlotte 65. It just depends on the mileage there.
And it's festival time. We've already had some festivals, like the Cherry Blossom Festival.
Yes, sir.
Were you there?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
We're at Cherry Blossom Festival every year, Friday night and Saturday. Just got through doing the Race City Festival over in Morrisville, weekend before last. This past weekend we didn't have a festival. We had a whole bunch of, I told a story. We did have a festival. The other guys did it. I'm sorry. But, we're busy.
Yeah, stay pretty. And how has, now you said you started this in 2000?
Mm-hmm.
And it's just really, like I say, you're up to 3 trains now. And how has word gotten around? I mean, when you're at a festival one time, do they say come back next year and that sort of thing, and it just builds from there?
Most of the festivals that we do right now book me on the day of the festival for the next year. Or if they don't want to go ahead and book, they say put us down this date next year. So we've got a real good following there. We do a lot of festivals, but we take on a few new ones now. Not many.
Yeah, your trains are absolutely gorgeous. The train itself. Tell the folks out there who've never seen the Little Blue Chew, how is the train constructed? What's it constructed of, and how do you build
basically, we build everything ourselves from the ground up. We also have another company called the Little Train Company, which we manufacture these and ship them. We've got them Canada, Finland, and then all over the United States.
So you're building them for other folks?
Oh yes, yes. Right now we've just finished, I think, train number 30. First of May, they picked up a company. I'm not a company. A county park system up on the Great Lakes in Lorain County, Ohio. We built our first handicap accessible car for them. They bought a train from us about 4 years ago, and then they asked us if they needed an extra car because they needed more capacity. And while they were at it, they decided they was going to go ahead and get compliant. So we built the very first handicap accessible, and it's actually a wheelchair car. Basically same size, just no middle seat, and we turn the front seat around backwards so the parent can face the child in the wheelchair. Done real good.
That's good.
That's nice. Well, So you just more or less custom made.
Yes, ma'am.
However the customer wants it.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
How about that? And now the Little Blue Chew, of course, consists of the engine. You set up front of the engine. What powers the Little Blue Chew?
Actually, we use a John Deere diesel tractor. Unlike everybody else uses little lawnmowers, we actually use a $10,000 tractor under our training. Some of them trains out there you can buy for $7,000-8,000, but they're in the shop every day and be worked on. But it's powered by an X750 diesel. That's real quiet. It no smoke, no gasoline smell like you normally have with these lawnmowers and all. So it's and it'll pull anything you want to pull. Like we do a lot of festivals in the mountains, and we can put 27 people on and go up any hill you want, whereas others can't do that.
And how many cars does the train?
Normally we pull 3. We do have we have one train like the one in Ohio that's pulling 5 cars, but they're mainly flat ground. We don't recommend over 3 on hilly ground because it'll pull them up. But if you start down, it's hard to stop 4 or 5 loaded cars. If someone would step out in front of you, it's hard to do an emergency stop. With 3, you can still get by. But and then we have a gentleman in Ohio who pulls 4 cars all the time.
Yeah, that's good. Are you also? We talked about you're available for festivals and parties and things like that.
We do weddings too.
Do weddings? Yeah.
Only thing we haven't done so far is a funeral.
Oh well.
Of course, some of the weddings are called that after a while.
Okay, you said that. I didn't.
that's Rick Walker, ladies and gentlemen. Do you? Are you also sometimes asked to be a shuttle service?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
So.
We do shuttle services a lot. Sure do. We do tours. Like, I'm going to get you up to the Mount Airy for the Mayberry Days Festival one of these days. Since you're such a big fan, they hire us. We do a tour of town, what they call the Loop. They used to have a walking tour, and it just got to where a lot of people couldn't do the walking tour. So I actually load at the Andy Griffin Playhouse and do about 3 tours an hour. It's about a 20-minute tour. Take them on down through Market Street, show them where Andy used to ride his bike to pick up groceries, all the way up by the winery and down by the Emporium, down by the old jailhouse. I mean, we Snappy's lunch. We give them the tour and then come back.
Now, when you do something like that, do you have a person who rides the train who gives the information, who's like the tour guide? You're the tour guide.
I'm the tour guide.
You
The first year, we've been doing this about 10 years now. The first year they had a nice lady, Miss Polly. She's still there every year. And once in a while she still gives a walking tour. But she went with us the first year. And we kind of learned what was going on and everything. And then after that, we've been on our own ever since.
And on other rides at other events or parties or whatever, I understand correct me if I'm wrong, you tell a few jokes, sing a few songs.
Oh, I do. Yeah. You want to hear one?
Yeah.
No, I better not.
No, hey, that's if somebody offers to sing, we're gonna say yeah.
We go for it.
No, we do. We tried. It's kind of like Walt Disney once said. He didn't want you to be on his ride. He wanted you to become a part of the ride. And so what we do on every ride, we interact with every child on there in one way or another. We get eye contact. We speak with them individually. We do all kinds of little jokes. We got jokes about fire hydrants, which you can find on any street. We got jokes about, go and we do circles, and chase our tail, and hey, little girl, when she's in the back and we're doing a circle, she's actually over beside us, and said, I said, you following me, that sort of thing, and then we just all kinds of things.
Yeah, kids. I'm sure the kids of all ages love it.
All ages. Yeah. The adults love it as much as the kids. It brings out the kid in everybody.
Yeah.
Sure does.
Well, speaking of Mount Airy, as you can see, we are huge Andy Griffith fans.
I see that.
We're gearing up for yet another trivia contest. I'm working on some real good questions. Maybe you can give me a few to ask.
I'll do that.
It's Milton against Jackie Sibley, and
I understand
that's coming
he
on
lost last year. It was close, I understand, but
I
lost,
half a point. Yeah.
I lost by half a question, half an answer. I had the first name, missed the last name.
It was painful because he about got it.
Yeah.
So well, now you need to come up and enter the one in Mount Airy. Anyone can enter.
Oh, I wouldn't be very good at it.
You never know.
You never know.
I think this last time it was won by like a 12-year-old girl.
How about that?
And she knew everything.
I have a few friends that are absolutely amazing.
Mm-hmm.
They can even quote you dialogue.
I
mean, they're that good. They
I
can
like
tell
it,
you.
but not that good.
Yeah.
I mean, I love Andy Griffin. That was one of the best shows ever was. Family values, Christian values. It's just, can I say it on the radio?
Sure.
Good, I did.
Yeah,
But they don't have shows like that anymore.
unfortunately, no.
No, unfortunately, you're right.
Well, now, in addition to the Little Blue Chew, you're kind of busy with other things. And you mentioned in the start of the interview, this kind of ideology all kind of started in 1996 with Exhilaration Station.
Yeah.
Tell the folks out there what Exhilaration Station is.
Exhilaration Station is a family entertainment center here in Cherryville. It's located in behind Papa's Pizza. We have 3,800 square foot game room. We have a children's soft play area with the ball climb, the climbs, the slides, the balls, all that. Mm-hmm. We have 2 birthday party rooms. Carolyn does. My wife runs it. Carolyn, she does a lot of birthday parties. Got the batting cages outside. Got the tent type batting cage. Got the 18-hole miniature golf, which is probably Gaston County's best kept secret.
That's right.
Oh, it's not now, is it?
No.
But
Words
anyway,
out. Miniature golf in Cherryville.
Absolutely. I actually had a lady last night who had been to my place years ago for a birthday party, and she said she wanted to know where she could go play mini golf, take her grandchild. I said,
right here.
Where have you been? But we probably have the nicest miniature golf course in the county, in the Tri-County area.
Yeah.
And Milton, I don't believe you've ever been out there, have you?
I have been there.
I'm challenging you to a game right now.
Years ago, we did a remote.
Yes,
it might have been sort of the grand opening or something.
Y'all were there, and I appreciate it.
Calvin and the former announcer here, Lily White.
Exactly.
They squared off on the miniature golf course, and I just sort of, I don't know if I played or was just sort of in the background because they were really good.
Yeah, and I think you were mostly over there drooling over that Hummer and the jet boat.
Yeah, that's right. But you'll have a good time. So
matter of fact, we just finished last week. 2 weeks ago we finished, and the day before we had a big event out there, and we've just finished a new picnic shelter area.
Okay.
For that now renting for company outings, and we had so many people that wanted to do bigger church events and school events and just didn't have the capacity for them. So now we've actually built a picnic shelter there. And yesterday look at the red dust on my shoes.
I see that.
I spent all day yesterday on a tractor grading and putting in horseshoe pits.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, we're gonna have horseshoe, cornhole. Gonna have and any suggestions you can come up with. We're gonna put in a lot of stuff. So when they rent that shelter, they're gonna have miniature golf. They have everything to go with it.
Okay. How about you? Here's my suggestion. You in a Dunkin' booth.
You get the booth, I'll do it.
In February.
You know me, I'm game for anything.
In February.
Hey, I can do it. I can do a cold water challenge too. No problem.
No, just picking. But well, I know you've got those things going. You got a lot of other things going in your life. You're staying kind of busy. I wanted to ask you about your cars now. I know one in particular you've got that's it's kind of legendary now. It's the 1980, is it, Corvette?
Yeah.
Sitting on the lift inside the garage there. Been up there, 15 years?
No, longer than that. I parked it in December 1992.
Oh, okay. So
and it's been parked every. You hear those things about barn finds, cars with no mileage on them. Well, I have one, but it's more like a garage find.
That's right. And you're going to get it down and get it out one of these days.
Actually, this summer we're going to take it down and start driving it again.
Yeah, I've been hearing that for a while.
Well, my wife has decided it's time.
I don't know if we started a who has the dirtiest Corvette contest.
It would be me.
It'd be Rick, because I have washed mine every now and then. As a matter of fact, mine's clean right now. But
yours doesn't have 39,000 on it either.
No, it's got about 67,000 on it. It's a little bit older car though. It's a couple years older than yours. But you got some other, you got another classic or two, don't you? That you drive. Some drivers you've got.
Lord, I've got a 70 Plymouth Duster that's actually certified as a one of one, the only one built like it in 1970.
Wow.
Yeah,
okay.
I've got 3 other dusters. I have 4 dusters.
You like those cars?
Yeah, well, I do. And I have my 73 Cuda.
Mm-hmm.
And I have recently purchased a 69 Dodge Dart GT with air.
With air.
Yeah. We're gonna. My wife
Cold
was
air.
letting the cruise in with air.
There you go. All right. Well, I don't know when you find time to cruise or do anything with the schedule you keep with the little blue chew.
It's hard. That's the reason I have two drivers now to help me out.
Yeah. So you see the big, the big van, the trailer, I guess the enclosed trailer that pulls your little blue chew around. You see it around Cherryville here and there. So you're always loaded up and ready to go somewhere.
Absolutely. There's 3 of them. And they're ready to go anytime.
And you have a website.
Yep, littlebluechew.com. Imagine that.
That's right. And you can contact engineer Rick here, Rick Walker, to get the little blue chew, booked for your party or event.
And there's all kind of questions, about as far as insurance goes.
Oh, yeah, we carry $1 million liability with a $2 million aggregate.
Okay.
Sure do. I asked my agent, what does that mean? He said, you don't need to know.
I was waiting on you to explain. Aggregate. That's a fancy word, Rick. Well, we didn't mention, we've mentioned the Exhilaration Station and the trains and all, but you're busy 5 days a week down at the Rick's Automotive.
Oh, yeah.
You've been in that business how long? Every time I see you, I go Rick.
Yeah, that's one of our old songs.
That was an old song we did on the radio for you.
Yeah, we done a lot of old songs back then. Let's see. I think I went in 1983. 1983.
Yeah. So
Been a long time.
Yeah. Well, you've been good to the radio station over the years. Been
Well,
a good
they've been good to me, and
Been
I
a good
appreciate it.
sponsor. We appreciate you very much.
Well, maybe sometime you can bring it down here and just take us a little twirl around. And,
Oh, I'd be more than happy to.
Yeah. I know one time we were doing a commercial, I believe, for the Little Blue Chew, and we actually brought our tape recorder out and
Yes,
recorded
sir.
the authentic
You sure did.
sound of the whistle blowing.
Absolutely. I had forgotten that.
Yeah.
Sure
Yeah.
did.
Yep, came down there and did that, and used that for years and years. Don't know what happened to that. Might have to find it again.
I remember me and you and Bob Bigger in the back room of Vicky's and guitar doing rolling, rolling, rolling. Keep them tires a rolling from Rick's. You remember that?
I don't believe I was there for that.
Was you not there for
I
that?
don't think I was.
Oh, that was me and Bob Bigger and somebody. I thought it was you.
Yeah, I could have been. It's been a long time.
We had a bunch of commercials.
Yeah, we've had a good time. All right. Well, Rick, thank you for coming in today.
Absolutely.
We really
It
appreciate
sounds
it.
like so much fun.
It is. You'll see soon.
How soon?
Oh, well, I just don't know.
I tell you,
said it.
Sandy, if there's a festival out there,
I'll
the
be
Little Blue
there.
Chew will
You'll
probably
be
be there. Either Engineer Rick or his other engineers.
There you go.
What's their names again?
Mike and Tony Robinson.
All right. Okay. Well, folks, we appreciate you listening today. Hope you've enjoyed the program. It's been fun talking about the Little Blue Chew and how it all came about and how you can get it for your, like I say, anything
Great
from
event,
a birthday
birthdays,
party,
weddings.
church event, whatever the case may be. A
Bible
festival.
school's coming up. Maybe some churches. could
Oh, we
use-
do a lot of Bible school.
Do you?
Yes, ma'am. That's
Is
one of the
there-
biggest hits in the summer.
Is there anything you haven't done?
Funeral. I told you, funeral. We've
Funeral.
done everything from
Never-
weddings to bar mitzvahs. I mean, the only thing we have never done is a funeral.
Well, put me down.
I got you.
One of these days.
Y'all do.
But when I go, they'll do that then.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Well, we've had a good time, Sandy,
Absolutely.
and it's been fun. And tomorrow we've got another Cherryville guest coming in, right?
Yes, Chief Jeff Cash will be here from Cherryville Fire Department. As you know, 4th of July is around the corner. Be a lot of fireworks, a lot of cookouts, and we want to learn what we can do to be safer. A lot of people, unfortunately, get hurt during that time.
Yeah.
So
Summer,
we'll be
4th
talking to him.
4th of July and summer safety in general.
Absolutely.
Yep. All right, Chief Cash tomorrow. And on Wednesday, we're going to do a program on the 70th anniversary
Yes.
of D-Day,
Absolutely.
which will be Friday.
Daryl Harkey.
Harkey.
I always say that wrong. I'm sorry, Daryl. And possibly Al Conklin.
Yeah, Al Conklin is going to be on the air either here in person or over the telephone. Al Conklin from Channel 3. He's a big World War II historian as well. All right. So that'll be Wednesday. We'll talk about D-Day, the 70th anniversary coming up.
So thank you, Rick. We enjoy this. And if you see littlebluechew.com. So, and everything's there that you want to know, and give him a call and book that Little Blue Chew.
Okay.
Thank you. I appreciate y'all having me by.
All right,
Thank
folks.
you for coming.
Thanks for tuning in today, and we'll see you again right here tomorrow.